Hello everyone, welcome to your channel Happy Learning with Anugamini. Let's learn and improve together in the field of research and different dimensions of it. This is Dr. Anugamini Srivastav, and today we are going to discuss very important topic that I just prepared a shorts on, and on demand I'm developing, or you may say I'm kind of creating this comprehensive video where you can understand how you can use mind mapping for deriving your research topics. So let's begin. Now let's try to understand its meaning. According to Wikipedia, a mind map is a diagram used to visually organize information. It is hierarchical in nature and shows relationship among pieces of the whole. It is often created around a single concept and drawn as an image, associated representation of ideas as images, words, etc. The major ideas are connected directly to the central concept, and other ideas branch out from those major ideas. Now, the steps of mind mapping are very simple. First of all, we begin with the main concept. The main concept is something which we need to highlight and which can be easily identified from your research gaps and your questions. Following that, we add branches to that main concept and sub-branches to each and every nodes that are prepared. These dimensions are one directional and indicate different perspectives of the main concept that we started with. After that, we start adding more and more branches into each and every nodes so that we understand the main concept as well as the sub concepts of it further. And then we can also use different colors and images to highlight a particular kind of concept and differentiate one concept, sub-concept with the other ones. These four steps are really very easier to understand and very simple to follow. Let's understand it by doing it. For the purpose of making a mind map, I'm using Lucidchart software. Now this software in its basic version itself is quite user friendly, and you can make simple mind maps to understand more into your topic. You can simply log in through your email ID, make an account and have a look into it. The moment you log in into this email ID, you can have this simple page in front of you. You can have all the views on what all documents you've already prepared, and if in case you want to make a new one, you can just simply click on it and you can have this blank page in front of you. Now on this particular page, you can see on the left side you can have different forms of boxes you can preferably use to make these mind maps. Similarly, there are other symbols as well and the text option given to you in different colors. So let's begin one by one. The topic is innovation. So I'll drag this particular symbol to the screen wherever I want to position it. Then I'll rename it with the topic on which I want to do mind mapping, that is innovation. Now after that, one by one I'll think about it and use different symbols to indicate different dimensions of innovation. So let's begin with this. So in the first box, the first thing that is coming up in my mind is management with respect to innovation. Now if we think about innovation, the next thing comes to my mind is personality, because innovation depends upon personality as well. Next sub-dimension of innovation can be the environment into which a person is. So it all depends upon which kind of environment you are. And finally, if you have opportunities for indicating innovativeness in yourself. So these are the four sub-dimensions which I can think of while thinking of the term innovation. Now let's one by one develop different perspectives of each of these sub-dimensions which is connected to innovation. So I'll use a different box. So for management, what I can think of? The leadership, because it all depends upon what kind of leader you have, the team in which a person is working, the skills all the teammates have, and preparation they have. Now, the same way, we can also think of leadership further. Now, leadership can have more experience because based on which they can give you an innovative approach. Leadership can be based on the farsightedness of the leaders who can think of the future and encourage you to make more innovations. We can also have a chance that the person who is more innovative is in group of the leaders, like we talk about organizational behavior. Now, thinking about the opportunity part, what we can think is the perceived opportunity, that the employee perceive that the organization is providing them opportunities to indicate their innovativeness. Similarly, actual opportunities being given to them, and the understanding of whether opportunity will be given in the future or not. So, opportunities towards innovation can be of three dimensions as far as I can think of. Then let's think about the personality, which encourages people to become innovative. So, what all things can be thought of? Different types of personalities are there, and even other different personalities have different effect on the innovative behavior. Then the family background of those people, which builds their personality and which can actually encourage them to be innovative. At the same time, the self-evolved person means the person who has developed themselves internally through their education, experience, and so on. In the same way, we can think of environment as positive and negative. And negative. So, like this, we can make our mind map. Here you can see one by one we thought of each dimensions which is connected towards the innovation, and we can actually think of it more further. So, one by one, when each of the subdimensions of the subdimension of innovation is connected, we can explore more further into our topic. Now, if we connect one by one, so innovative is affected by the management, environment is affected by the management, negative environment and positive environment can affect the management, my leadership is affected by the management. Similarly, farsightedness will have better impact on the innovative behavior of the employees, experience of the leaders. The in-group behavior is more prominent and more positive towards the innovative behavior. Similarly, if we think about leadership, it can be positive, it can be negative, it can be perceived innovation as well, because the opportunity will be given, employees will believe like that. So similarly, see, you can connect according to your understanding and your knowledge about the area. You can connect each and every sub dimensions of this particular mind map. It's not so that only one sub dimensions will be connected to one factor, but all of them can be interconnected and intertwined together. Now it's up to us to define which part of this mind map can work in one particular research project or dissertation or a research paper. Now, if we further think of it, how to define the topic, we can go one by one. Like, if we connect innovation to management and leadership, this can be our part of topic which we can combine in a particular research project. Otherwise, we can think of from other dimension, like we can go towards the environmental factors affecting innovative behavior and consider it as a part of a research project. Otherwise, we can combine multiple dimensions of innovation and have leadership, management and environment together towards in building a innovative behavior or an innovative environment. This was a simple process, even though you need to think a lot while making mind maps, but once you are well prepared with it, you can be pretty sure that you can develop a number of research papers out of it. Along with writing research papers, it allows you to think in a broader perspective and then narrow down your topic out of it. And it's really very interesting because you use a lot of your brain. You continue to read a lot to make this mind map, and ultimately come up with very really interesting topic for your research, and actually something very useful and reusable for the future researchers. If you find the content very interesting to you all and you're pretty sure that it's going to help you out, do consider liking my video and subscribing to my channel so that you are always updated with every other video that is I'm uploading through my shorts and complete videos. And of course, if you like the video, then do share with your friends and colleagues so that they also know that we together are making some efforts to simplify our research work. Happy researching!